On other fields, on other days, that's the primary charge for the cadets of Army. But on this field, the seeds planted by the likes of Davis, Blanchard, and Dawkins certainly have produced victory. Welcome to Michie Stadium at West Point, home of the Black Knights of the Hudson. We've got a terrific matchup for you today, rich in pageantry and tradition, and it ought to be a fantastic clash. As we'll see, the Rebels taking on a team from the Pac-12, the Army Black Knights. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth, as always, by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's tee this one up. And the Rebels have been waiting and waiting, and finally the moment is coming and the opening of the season. And he takes this from inside the 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. The Cadets offense will have the ball first. And David, their quarterback hasn't always blown you away statistically, but he is a guy that the coaches trust.
Yeah, and he'll show you some flashes of why you should trust him, Reese. But here's the thing. This is not a guy that we're saying, go win me the football game. That's not where he's at right now in his career.
There he goes to the left. Finally corralled, but not before. He picked up the first down. It's a new chapter at quarterback for Army after Bryson Daly's historic season led the nation with 32 touchdowns on the ground. Army had 12 wins, a school record. With Daly now a commissioned officer in the Army. Time for next man up, Jesse.
Yeah, and you're going to have to be able to run the football. You're going to have to be able to make great decisions, though, in the option game, which I think is something a lot of times we take for granted. It's not just making good decisions throwing it, but understanding when to dive, when to keep it, when to pitch. That's what makes this Army offense run so smoothly.
Sends it back in motion. Back to pass, it's Coleman. Quickly out to the tight end. That'll be enough for a first down as he crosses the 50 and gets it to the 48. Out of the gun, the give to the back. He is going nowhere. Stopped at the line of scrimmage. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Looking to fire. Here comes the Heat. And the Heat gets home. They knock him down back at the 45.
And that's what you're trying to do, not just in this game, but for the season. You're just trying to set the tone defensively, and they do that getting the sack. They feel good about their front seven and all the athletes they have. It'll be fun to watch this unit for the rest of this game and see how they do in one-on-one situations.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, hoping to throw beyond the sticks. Picked off, and the opening drive is stopped with an interception. He would have loved to make the big return there, but he still gives his team the ball at the 37.
How about this defense? Coming out, you know you've got a challenge on your hand, and you talking about coming out ready, hairs on fire, ready to play. You can tell, dropping back, great coverage. They know this guy's great. They know he can spin it. They're sitting on the coverage, waiting on it. They win the first check early. Give the defense some credit. They were ready for this great quarterback.
Great place to start for this offense. Out of the gun, they'll run it inside. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. 2nd down, he'll throw it. And he just threw that one away. Safe move, didn't see anything, lived to play another play. The Rebels are in a mess here on 3rd and a mile. Always a welcome play for the defense as they get a sack at the 47.
Yeah, and the defensive lineman, you know, 3rd and long situations, I'm rushing the quarterback. You bring in the nickel, a little bit more speed on the field, and the defensive line gets home and gets the sack on 3rd down.
And the Rebels decide to punt it away. He ought to be able to use this first punt to pin him deep. Not going to get a chance to field that one, and the punt will bounce out of bounds. Opening play of this drive comes from the 11. To the air, it's Coleman. They go to the wide receiver screen. Guys, let's give a little context to where Army is. The good news about starting the season outside the top 25, not a lot of lofty expectations. You can sneak up on a few teams, but sooner or later, you're going to want to get that attention and get into those rankings.
A lot more, but it's not impossible. In recent years, you saw it with Indiana coming out of absolutely nowhere. You saw it back in the day with USF. You've seen it with Rutgers. Like, in the past, you can do it. You can put it together, gain some momentum, but it starts with this game right here.
TCU reached the national championship game a few years back. No one expected much of them that season either, so you never know. What's important is what people believe inside your own locker room. This team thinks they can do some really special things this year, and they get a chance to start strong here in week 1.
Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. They'll throw again after the incompletion. Right on target this time. He's close to the first down, but they're going to mark him just a little short. On third and short, trying to impose their will and move the chains. Knocked down in the backfield, and that'll bring up fourth down. The Black Knights will try to pin them back with the punt. They'll boot it away for the first time tonight. Pretty solid coverage there, and they'll stop him at the 26. They'll get this drive started from their own 26. First play of the drive, wants to throw. And they'll stop him just short of the first down, just inches away from moving the sticks. Back to pass on second down. Got his man. The Rebels get enough for the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Got room to work. Tripped up for the tackle. And the Rebels come to the line in the hurry-up.
And if I'm a QB, I'm calling my own number a lot, especially when it's successful like this. Continue to put me in good situations. Continue to get positive chunks of yards. Yep, I'll keep that more.
The Rebels come to the line on third and short, trying to keep the drive alive. Quick release on the RPO. He's got enough to move the chains, and they'll spot it at the 47. From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9.
And after that run, getting right back up to the line of scrimmage to go hurry up, defense has to be ready.
Pressure coming. And the quarterback will be slung down back at the 43.
And that is a great job by the defense, containing and constricting the pocket. There was nowhere for the QB to go, and he did not have a lot of time. He went down quick.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. The give to the back. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple. And the Rebels send out the punt unit. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. Let's see what he can do with it. They'll get down and put a stop to this return. They'll mark it at the 32. First snap of this drive comes from the 32. Off play action on first down. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch. They're dealing with a 2nd and long. Gets it out quickly. And he's knocked down immediately, but a good pickup on that play. And the Black Knights come to the ball trying to pick up this 3rd and short. Looking for a man. It's Coleman. Quarterback adapting. At midfield, he's got room. Nifty little scamper on this one. Enough for the first down, and he slides safely. Gets the back moving. Power football with the run. Knocked down behind the line. Boy, he powered through one tackler, but there were more there to greet him. To the air on second down. Caught behind the line. It's Reed. He's there to make the stop, and they threw it in reverse, losing yardage on that play. Defense has dominated the early part of this game, and the stats point that out emphatically. Let's see if the offenses can find a little rhythm as we start the second quarter. So they had a chance to talk over this third down play to open the period. Looking to throw, and he needs a chunk play. Fires to the right. And they fail to hook up on third down. The Black Knights will bring the punt team onto the field. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. And nobody able to handle that punt. They'll let it bounce and roll out of bounds. So they start this drive from inside their own 20 at the 19-yard line. Into the pile, maybe got one. He stopped at the 21. The Rebels will hustle to the line.
And that wasn't a big gain, but look at the offense. Right back on the ball, ready to call a play, ready to go fast.
Trying to escape and get it himself. He gets the job done, picking up the first down, then getting down. Tempo and overdrive.
He can throw it. He can buy time. He can run it. What can't he do? This guy's so talented. When he does stuff like this, there's no way to stop him. There's no way to coach a defense up against us. He's just really fast, and I can't catch him.
After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. From the gun, the running back looking for room. And they'll wrestle him to the ground after a short gain. And the Rebels come to the line on 3rd and short, trying to convert here. Looking to throw on 3rd. And the quarterback will be slung down back at the 43.
And this defense, man, they came to play early and often. No points allowed so far, and already 3 sacks on the day. Living in the backfield, making big plays. This defense is going to be tough today.
The Rebels line up to punt it away. He'll take it on the return. Pretty solid coverage there, and they'll stop him at the 26. Opening play of this drive comes from the 26-yard line. And he rifled in that pass, but it's incomplete. Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Scanning the field is Coleman. They'll throw it to the back on the screen. Looking for room at the 40. All the way out to the 43-yard line before he's pushed out of bounds, and this offense is on the move.
Nice job by the quarterback, seeing the receiver come open, getting him the football, making the first down, and they like to do this. When they make a first down, they want to go fast. They want to crank up the tempo.
That's caught. It's Reed. Big pickup on that one. They'll mark him out at the 40. This offense has been sluggish, to say the least, but finally they're on the move on 1st and 10. Looking for a physical attack from the gun. And how about the efficiency on that one? It'll bring up 2nd and 4. And the Black Knights with myriad options after that big pickup on 1st down. Gonna run it. It's Reed. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Creates a little room. There he goes. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a first down. The Black Knights pounded the rock to move the sticks, now back to work. From the gun, running back gets to give. He's wrestled to the ground right at the 15-yard line, and a big red zone opportunity here. They've softened them up with a run. Now to throw it. Pressure all over the quarterback, and down he goes at the 24. The pocket broke down, and the quarterback had to take the sack.
Really impressed by this pass rush, Reese. Just guys winning their individual battles one-on-one up front. They're able to get to the quarterback.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, he'll need to loosen up that arm. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers. Now on 4th down, here comes the field goal team. And this will be a 41-yarder coming up from the right side. Right down the boulevard, it's good. And that'll put the first points of the game on the board. It's 3-0. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Right, guys, got a final score on one of the more intriguing games this week. Buffalo went into hostile territory and came away with a convincing victory. The Bulls always seem to get everyone's best punch, but today they were the ones who delivered the knockout. Regardless the outcome today, guys, these are still two quality programs. Proof the sport is as healthy as ever.
Kevin, thanks a lot for that one. Sounds as if they had a good one there. Just never gives you a clean shot at him as he gets out to the 28. Touch pass on the jet sweep. All the way out to the 43-yard line before he's pushed out of bounds, and this offense is on the move. Unloads quickly. And this one will be stopped for no gain. And the Rebels want to crank the tempo.
They're trying to throw the screen out to the receiver. The defense, though, having none of that. They are just too physical. They're too fast, and they force a negative play.
Creating some space, getting just enough good blocking, and they've got it up to the 47-yard line. How bold will they be on 3rd down after that last run? From the gun, wants to pass. Flicks it out of the air. That'll get the job done and move the chains, and they'll mark the ball at the 45.
When offenses get first downs like this and they move the sticks and they get some momentum, look at what they do. They put their foot on the gas, run this no huddle, get to the line of scrimmage, and try to capitalize.
Under heavy pressure, lets it fly. He's got it inside the 15. A huge chunk play as he gets it all the way down to the 11.
At the 11-yard line. That's a first down for the offense.
Motion from the wideout. Off the play fake on 1st down to throw. And the pressure gets there. And down he goes at the 18.
Well, I think one of the biggest reasons why this team is finding themselves in a hole here in the first half is this has been a sack party. They can't keep the defense off of their quarterback. They haven't been able to get the ball deep down the field, throwing it with the consistency they want because they can't keep their quarterback standing up straight.
This pass rush has just been relentless, and you can bet your bottom dollar they're about to bring the heat again. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. The Rebels need a massive chunk play to move the sticks here on 3rd down. He's looking downfield to throw. Right through his hands. He had a touchdown and just didn't look the ball in. It'll be 4th down. They'll send out the kicker here. He got it. And the field goal ties it up here in the second quarter. And we're all square as he's set to kick it away. Here he comes from inside his own 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. They'll start this drive from the 18-yard line. He leaves it with his back. Shakes off the defender. May not be the most memorable play of the day, but it's important as he gets him out to the 25-yard line. Got it in the middle. It's short. And he's got enough for the first down. They'll mark it at the 34. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Looking downfield, it's Coleman. Throws to the wideout. Tremendous awareness along the sideline and the ability to get the foot down for the big pickup. Looking to throw on first down. And the quarterback will be slung down back at the 43.
All right, this quarterback is going to have to start playing with a clock going off in his head. He knows he cannot hold on to the football too long with players like that getting after him.
They've already racked up big sack numbers. It's starting to snowball, and they are ready to go again. Wants to fire on second down. Catch in the middle. It's short. They're able to get him stopped just shy of the first down marker. And the Black Knights really need to keep this drive alive on third down. Looking to throw for it. It's complete on the right side. He gets the job done on third down. They move the chains. It's at the 37. We'll take a quick break as we have reached the final 2 minutes of the first half. The Black Knights will have it 1st and 10. Wants to go up top on first down. That's reeled in. It's Fortner. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. Finding an escape route. Makes the tackle at the 27. It's a pickup of 5 and enough for the first down. He'll pull it on the read. Stopped in the backfield, and that'll be a loss of 2. Not many hiccups on this drive, but it's 2nd and 13 now. Back to throw, time running short in the half. Just a short pass to the tight end. Offense calls a timeout here. Critically important to make sure they have the right play call and everyone on the same page here. He's going to lose a yard on that one. Referee signals timeout. It's the defense wanting to make sure that they have everything just right with a big play coming. And they'll send the field goal team back out for the second time tonight. He just barely got enough of that one and just barely kept it straight enough, too. And with that field goal, they now have the lead. So they're lining up to kick it off after that last drive. Put a 3-spot on the board, and now the defense will try to shut them down. He'll start the return inside his 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Here we go. They'll try to get something on the board here in the final minute of the first half. And he was looking over the middle and couldn't make the connection. So now it's 2nd and long. Grab behind the line. It's Beal. To running room. He's down to the 38-yard line, and they can stop the clock. Here's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half. They'll get the first down. It's spotted on the 49. The offense calls timeout, and they won't have any more left this half. Looking to throw on first down. With the catch, it's Beal. And an absolutely fearless tackle, giving up size, still got him on the turf. Second down, they'll go to the air. Bring in the heat. Heaves it on the run. Grabs it inside the 10. A little excitement there to wrap up the first half, and that'll pad the stats as we go to the break. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin and our halftime update.
Guys, who's had a better seat there in West Point for an entertaining first half than you? And yes, football is a game of inches, but man, is that really the case when you consider the length of some of these possessions. Look, I'm not an analytics guy, but I do know this. The team that sustains drives and just moves the sticks might be the team that comes out on top today. With that said, let's send it back to the guys at Blake Field inside Nike Stadium.
And the Black Knights will boot it away to start the second half. On the run from inside his own 5. And the returner will be knocked down. Good news, I guess, a lot of room to work with as they start this drive from their own 15. Back in motion, try to clear the picture. Looking downfield on first down. And he is snowed under. Sacked at the 7.
And this has been the story of the night. The offensive line getting beat up. And this is why this team is losing. You got to protect your quarterback. This defense has had a field day with their 5th sack of the game.
And the Rebels trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it. On 3rd and long, no secret what he needs here. Going to try to pop one on the screen. He steps out of bounds at the 16, but now they have some room to operate. The Rebels will send out the punt unit. He's getting a lot of work. 4th time he's punted tonight. He'll field it close to the 50. They make the stop, and that is exactly what you want out of your punt cover unit. Army has it back in the offense, ready to go. They haven't really been able to light up this scoreboard, but putting points up would be huge here.
And these RPOs always put the defense in a bind. But listen, you give up the run, they get a short little gain, no harm, no foul.
Looking to throw, it's Coleman. Firing to the right, complete. All the way down to the 27-yard line before they get him out of bounds, and this offense is threatening.
I don't know if this defense knows what just hit them because they gave up the completion, they gave up a first down, and now here's the offense back up at the line of scrimmage again, going tempo.
Caught in the backfield, it's Reed.
This defense is going to have to be careful. Not only do they have to worry about this guy running the football, but they've got to keep their eye on him when he runs routes too. He is a versatile back.
Run in the red zone, it's Reed. He had all kinds of company as soon as he got it. He had to fight his way back just to get to the line of scrimmage. Muscling ahead on 3rd and short. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. The Black Knights have their offense in high gear. Pulls and fires it complete to the right. He wrestles him down at the 3 after the grab. It'll be 1st and goal. Might be changing the route. Around the corner, it's Reed. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Army! The offense flexes its muscle a bit and widens the gap.
Take a little exhale. You know, you did your job. You got points. Now you put your defense in a position where, hey, go out and get another stop. We're in great shape, so the offense definitely taking care of their business.
They'll try to tack one more on their score. And with the extra point, they're now up by a touchdown and a field goal at 10. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Boys, expect the unexpected in college football, and for some, this update could fall under that category. Oklahoma State looked like a serious force in what can only be described as a dominant win. This is a program with a case full of trophies, and they might just add some more hardware before this year is out. All that speculation all week, and now we know. But something tells me, fellas, we haven't heard the last of either of these teams.
And Kevin Connors keeping an eye on everything all over the country. Sounds like they had a good one there. He picks up maybe a couple before he stopped right at the 30-yard line. Knocked down behind the line of scrimmage, he'll lose a yard. And the Rebels will punt this one away. This will be the 5th kick of the night. Another punt on the way. Got to make sure those hammies and glutes all activated. Don't want any muscle pulls from overuse. First play of the drive comes from the 41. Looking downfield, it's Coleman. Finds his man. It's Reed. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker. They'll go to work in the air on second down. Can't find a man, and he'll be knocked down at the 40. The defense coming up big there, and the sack is great, but the secondary deserves some credit too.
No doubt. When you can cover like that in the secondary and drop back in your zone and only rush a few, and you feel comfortable getting home, and they're going to get to the quarterback, that is a great feeling, and that's fun to be a defensive coordinator calling the plays.
On 3rd and long, try to convert through the air. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. Didn't get a ton on the return, but they've got it inside the 20 at the 19-yard line.
It's not the end of the world. Bear with me. There is nothing worse than watching wide receivers run those little under routes, and I throw the football, and I'm 10 yards short. You got to push the ball down the field if you're going to get the first down. And guess what? You threw an interception, so be it. You made the tackle, no big deal. It's kind of like a punt.
This drive will start from the 19-yard line. Gives it on the option. Into the pile, maybe got one. He stopped at the 21. The Rebels moving quickly to the line.
It's definitely too early to panic, but there's some bad feelings going on for this offense right now. You're way down on the scoreboard. I know we're still in the first half, but after that last play, it's pretty obvious. You can't run the ball. You're becoming a one-dimensional offense at a time when you need to be able to score some points. So either get it done through the air or you've got to be more physical up front.
Leaves it with the running back. He stopped at the 23 and still a ways to go to pick up the first down. And the Rebels will call on their punt team. We've seen a lot of the punt team 6 times tonight. Hauls it in at the 40. Looking for running room, he'll get it to the 43-yard line before he stopped. Good field position here as they start this drive from their 43. Rides the back on the option, the give. Nice pickup there, gets him the first down and sets him up at the 45-yard line. They moved the chains on the ground last time. Let's see if they try to hit him up top. Creates a little space. Quick spin on the run. They stop him just short of the first down, but it will be 2nd and inches coming up. And the Black Knights come to the line. This situation, you might see a shot play. They'll try the run. Hauled down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the first down. They moved the chains on the ground last time. Let's see if they try to hit him up top. Looking to pass. It's Coleman. Got his man down the middle. He stopped just a chain link or 2 away from the first down and sets them up beautifully here. Wide receiver comes in motion. He's got it on the right. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. The Black Knights are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. He'll do it himself. That'll be enough for a first down, and they've got it at the 16-yard line. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. To the air on first down. Using the back as a receiver on the screen. The defense wouldn't let him loose there, and it was a completion, but they lost yardage.
Brings up second down.
And you want to talk about his favorite receiver, it might be everybody, based on the number of guys getting touches and a chance to show off their hands in the passing game. One more period to go to see who can make the winning plays and come home with the victory. And a chance to mull things over. Let's see how they start the final period here on 2nd down. Back to pass. He's got the tight end. And they pick up just a few on that completion. They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Pass rush, gets there, gets home, gets him down at the 23. The defense was in the dime package. They didn't have to send an extra rusher. The big fellas up front took care of that.
Yeah, and all dime means is I'm bringing an extra fast guy on the field and taking an extra fat guy off the field. But listen, the fat guys still get home. Isn't that beautiful? The big, athletic defensive line still does a great job getting to the quarterback, getting him on the ground.
And now on 4th down, they will put it on the shoulders of the kicker to save them with his foot. Absolutely perfect. And now the lead is extended a little further. So after the last drive ended with a field goal, the kickoff team out there to send it away. On the move from inside his 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. We'll see what they can do on this drive that starts at the 16-yard line. Got the quick completion. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down. The Rebels want to move quickly.
I think if you're the head coach at this point, you're telling your offense, it doesn't matter what's happened up to this point of the game. Obviously, things haven't gone our way, but we have a chance to execute in a 2-minute situation and give ourselves a chance to win. Let's go do it one play at a time.
The give on the option. He's going to come up a couple of yards short of the first down. And the Rebels will line up to punt it away. Excellent coverage that time. Didn't give him any room to set up a big return. The Cadets have it back as Army goes back on offense. Jesse, they had to kick a field goal the last time they had it.
Yeah, and oftentimes early in games, you're just trying to find your rhythm. Some things work, some don't on that first drive, David. It'd be interesting to see what happens here in the second drive.
Yeah, you got a feel for the defense now. You understand what they're trying to do, what their game plan is. Now you get to go into phase 2 of your game plan.
Just too much mustard on that one. Can't miss the target that badly. Some third down conversions tougher than others. This one, a long one on 3rd down from the 43. Breaks the tackle. He's knocked down for a loss of 7. And the Black Knights will punt it away on 4th down. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. They're able to put a stop to that return right at the 30-yard line. They'll put the ball in play from their own 30-yard line. Tight end now in motion. He'll keep it himself. Oh, a lot of space. They'll move the chains after he gets it to the 43-yard line. Solid run on the last play gives this offense another first down. Wants to throw on first down. Quickly complete. And he has run out of bounds as they go backwards there and just avoided the contact.
And these are these moments, man, when you're trailing by a couple possessions, you've got to put it together. Your quarterback has to come through. I mean, it's not a surprise. It's going to be passes. He's got to be smart. He's got to be quick with his decision-making, and they kind of got to be up near the line of scrimmage and be in a little bit of a hurry.
They'll run the screen, and he never had a chance. As soon as he caught it, the defense was right there. The Rebels decide to punt it away. On the move, looking for a little sliver of hope. That nifty return sets up the offense and negates some of the yardage on the punt. Looking to throw, it's Coleman. Catch in the middle, it's Howard. Didn't pick up a lot there, moved it forward just a few. Picked up some yardage with that completion, now second down. Caught over the middle. It's short. He's loose. Plenty of room on that play, and they find their way to the 36.
This offense is not letting up, guys. They've got a lead here late, and they are still taking shots. They're still looking for explosive plays. This defense just has not had an answer here all game long.
Working well behind the sticks on second down. The play action fake. Gonna take a shot. And that's going to be incomplete, going for broke on second down, but third down's coming up. Trying to pick up a first down. Going up top again. Throws toward the end zone. And swatted down by the defense to stop the scoring opportunity. So here comes the field goal unit once again. They've already kicked 3 tonight. It's good. He could have hit a string right in the middle of the uprights there. And that will extend their lead even further.
How about it? 50-plus, no problem. Big leg, nice accuracy. That's a big-time kick for this young man.
From inside the 10, here he comes. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. They'll snap it from the 20 for the opening play of this drive. Give to the back. Into the pile, maybe got one. He stopped at the 21. And the Rebels in the hurry up. They'll ride the running back and leave it with him. Wide open spaces. They finally wrestle down the senior, but not before he picks up some valuable ground.
And how about that? Right after they get the explosive play running the ball, they're going right back to the line of scrimmage for some tempo.
That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
Yeah, and this offense has to find a way to run the football. They got to get more creative, or whatever that looks like for this offense, something to jumpstart them, because nothing really going on the ground.
Yeah, defensively, though, you got to give them credit, too, because they knew that physically they were going to try to be challenged up front. That was a big MO for this offense coming into it. But the defense, they've risen to the occasion. Their front seven has dominated this entire game.
The Rebels will try to pin them back with the punt. Let's see if he can help the coverage team out with this one. And he'll work his way on the return out to the 35-yard line before he stopped. First play of this drive comes from the 35-yard line. From the gun, the ground game. And the defense makes the stop after a minimal gain. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. To throw, it's Coleman. There's the pressure. He's going to take off. He scrambled forward and got a few and turned that into a positive play. The Black Knights come to the line on 3rd and short, looking to keep this drive moving. He'll be stopped short, picks up 1, but they're facing 4th and 1. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. And the Black Knights send out the punt unit. Fourth time tonight we've seen this guy come on to punt. And the return man is stopped, and that'll leave it up to the offense on the next drive. They come to the line for the first play of the drive, snapping it from the 21. Use the play fake, now to throw. Fires to the wideout. On target over the middle. Good, solid pickup on that one, and they've got it out to the 40, and it's first down.
This is a fun spot to be in defensively. Like, it's late in the football game. You know they're passing the football because you're up a couple of scores. You pin your ears back. You try to get to the quarterback. Play smart. Make sure you rally to the football tackle and don't give up the big plays.
What will they dial up on second, and a long way to go. Wants to go up top. Time running out, and he goes down at the 34.
You can just see the excitement this defense has every play. They're almost wishing this quarterback drops back to throw because they know they're going to get home to him. That's the 6th time they've registered a sack.
Now 3rd and long, and trying to play catch-up in more ways than one after that earlier sack. Looking downfield, and he needs a bunch. Just gets rid of it to the running back underneath. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few. Down by multiple possessions, you can't come up empty on this drive. They'll go for it on 4th down. He's got it in more than enough for a first down. He gets it inside the 30 and out of bounds at the 29, and they are rolling. And the Rebels are on the move. Grabbed behind the line. It's Hainsworth. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. Trying to get the edge with a quick touch pass. He's going to lose a yard on that one. The Rebels racing to the line in a hurry up. On 3rd down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. Touchdown, Rebels. They wanted it all, and that is exactly what they got.
Nice job by the quarterback finding the big fella in the end zone. He's going to find a hole. He's going to find an opening. That guy's, you got to trust him, and I'm going to throw it up and let him make a play like he did right there.
And now they'll try to get the 2-point conversion, guys. Go straight ahead. Couldn't quite find the end zone as they stop them on the 2-point conversion and keep them from making this a one-possession game. They keep it on the ground. Clock is their friend. They finally wrestle down the senior, but not before he picks up some valuable ground. Now on 1st down from the 30. Rides the back and leaves it. We'll give him a couple on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. They'll run it out of the shotgun. Got the first down and more. Pulled down after a nice run, and they're in the red zone at the 19. The defense uses their 2nd timeout of the half as they try to get their act together. The give on the counter. Defense there to stop him after he picked up a yard. Ball's at the 17. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. Tight end in motion, see how the D reacts. Whoops, someone moved a little bit early. Offense going to pick up a 5-yard penalty.
False start on offense.
The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. From the gun, the running back has it. They get him on the ground, but not before he rumbles all the way to the 5. The Black Knights trying to pay off the threat on 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Black Knights!
And, you know, late in the games, offenses sometimes get conservative when they got the lead and they got the ball. I love this offense. They were aggressive. They got another score added to the lead. Now you're trying to salt this game away.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And the extra point is good. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Right, guys, got a final score on one of the more intriguing games this week. Cincinnati pulled out a win today on a day they clearly did not have their best. And that's a testament to those Bearcat players. That winning gene, I really believe it's a thing. Regardless the outcome today, guys, these are still two quality programs. Proof the sport is as healthy as ever.
Yeah, how about that? Sounds as if they had a good ball game there. Kevin, thanks for the update. They'll start this drive going to the air. Got his man in the middle. Makes the grab, but not quite enough for the first down, but a good gain on that play. Now they've got to hustle to the line and get set. Going to swing it on 2nd down. Running to Green. Picks up the first down and gets down to avoid contact. And the Rebels headed quickly to the line.
That's a first down for the offense.
Looking to throw on 1st down. Right on the money. Makes the tackle at the 46, but it's a 15-yard gain to get them into plus territory.
15. And it's good enough for a first down.
Wants to go up top on 1st down. Grabbed in the middle. It's Hainsworth. Really good surge for this offense. They move the chains, and he's got it at the 34.
At the 34-yard line. Good enough for a first down.
Looking to throw on 1st down. Unloads to the wideout. He makes a catch. And he's brought down after a nice gain. The Rebels will snap it on 1st and 10.
First down for the offense.
They're in the red zone, and they'll pass it. Lets it fly. Touchdown, Rebels. Grabbed in the end zone to put 6 on the board.
And a nice touchdown, continuing to fight, continuing to play. This one, it's pretty much over. Down multiple possessions this late in the football game. It would take a miracle, but nice job by this offense continuing to fight, push the ball down the field, make plays.
Getting set for the point after. And with the extra point, every little bit counts as they get closer. They're definitely up against it. Time running out, down 2 possessions. They'll try the onside kick.
Yeah, and this is why you put your hands team on the field most of the time. When you know it's coming, and you put those guys that are great catchers of the football. The first guys, what do? They go block. They go blow somebody up. The next guys catch the football, secure it, get your butt on the ground. And most of the time when you do this, the ball game is over.
Winning those individual 6-second battles every play, time after time after time after time, and that leads to a victory here.
And I love when teams go out and play like it's sudden death. Like if they lose the game, their entire season is over. This game wasn't for the national championship, but you wouldn't know that watching this winning team, David. tremendous effort and tremendous execution.
I love competitive people. I love competitive coaches. I love competitive teams that they know that their job is to go out and get a W no matter where you play. You want to play in the parking lot? We'll go meet you. Great job of this team being ready, getting the W.
Thanks so much for spending some time with us. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.